Alright guys, so a while back in one of my videos, I did say I want to do a video on the Jaguar. Well, here it is today. At first glance, I would say this looks like a pretty average plane to me. It kind of reminds me of the JH7A, which I also did a video on. But yeah, anyway, let's take it out today and see how we do with it. So this plane being 9.7 and also flareless, it relies a lot on your positioning tactics. I would say they're a very key aspect on how you play this jet. I would say positioning tactics is a very important factor when playing this plane. That also applies to a lot of other planes at this BR or around this BR. I guess like the F4C and Mirage 3 as well. Those are also flareless, so it relies on your positioning tactics a lot. So what's interesting about this plane, for me at least, it's that it gets two AIM-9Gs, which are pretty good missiles for 9.7. Alright, we got two Thunder Chiefs here. They're going very fast. Let's see if the AIM-9G can get this one. There's another one right there. And nice, got our first kill. And he was somewhere here, but unfortunately, we can't see him because spawning system. Yeah, like I said, the AIM-9G is a pretty good missile because most of your opponents at around this BR don't even really have flares, honestly. There's an F-106 going very slow. Let's see if we can get him. Nice. And of course, aiding cannons always work in a pinch. Alright, let's see. There's a pencil. I think we should definitely take care of him because he is a pretty dangerous plane at this BR. Alright, that should be close enough. Let's just launch it right here. Hopefully that gets him. Nice. Nice. Alright, got the pencil. That puts a lot of relief on our team. Alright, looks like we're out of missiles, so we're just gonna ground attack a little bit and then return to base. Yeah, there's like 3 enemies left, but we're definitely winning this, so I'm not too worried. Alright, let's see if our cannons can destroy a medium tank. Oh, I guess not. It's armor's too sick for us. Alright, looks like our team actually took care of most of the targets, so there's nothing much for us to do here. Let's just return to base and see where we go from there. Oh, that's interesting. There is a B-66 at medium altitudes. Let's see if we can intercept him actually. I definitely don't think he is supersonic. Alright, let's see here. Oh, alright. Looks like we did get him in the end. Pretty nice. I don't know if I hit a bomb or something, but alright, that's game. Like, not bad at all. 4 kills already on the first game. So one big disadvantage for not just this plane, but all Jaguar airframes is the fact that you bleed a lot of energy when you turn. Sure, you do pull a lot of AOA, but that energy you have will be quickly lost after like 1 or 2 turns at most. And the engines aren't the most powerful thing in the world either, so gaining that energy back will also be quite a challenge. Alright, let's turn in on this Su-7. Hopefully we can get him. Right here. That should be in range for the missile. Nice. Alright, I don't think anyone on the enemy team has flares. Well, except for that guy. Japanese. Yeah, I think it's a Japanese saber right here. Oh, I don't think missile connected, unfortunately. That was bad launch on my part. But can still get him with guns, hopefully. I missed all of my shots. Right there, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I can't really turn with him, so I just gotta run away from him, right? Yeah, sometimes like I have good aim with those cannons, and sometimes I just miss every single shot like you've seen there. But yeah, they actually only have one guy left, actually just that guy. So we got one kill, not bad. We could have got him as well, but yeah, not a bad game. Honestly, we could have got that saber as well if we had better aim, but not a bad game, honestly. Alright, looks like we're definitely climbing high for this game, because I doubt there are any radar missile carriers, so we're pretty safe up here. Alright, let's take care of this close one, the F-86K. Should be a pretty easy target for us. Nice. Alright, I do want to get the AV-8 somewhat soon because they are pretty big danger to our team. I mean, there's one right there I can technically chase down. But actually, let's go for the F-104 right there, because I think it's also a pretty big threat to our team as well. Let's see. Gee, let's get him, because he's an easier target for us. Let's see. Oh, nice. Almost thought it wouldn't reach him, but it did. Actually, we're actually just gonna RTB now because I figure like we'll probably do better if we have two missiles. Let's attack some grounded targets first. Yeah, so one other interesting fact about the Jaguar is I think it's one of the few planes, like few, I guess, Western planes that does have an access to a drag chute, which is always pretty nice. So I'm actually going to carry a full rocket load. Unfortunately, I don't have a custom load for this plane yet. I probably should. But yeah, my consensus is that I don't think the two enemy planes are going to be much of a threat to us, so I can just safely ground attack, and I want to maximize that capability with my rockets. Well, speaking of the enemy, there's a Harrier right there. Actually, I probably should have brought my missiles, but I think I can still catch him and just gun him down if I can. It looks like my teammate, Harrier did get him in the end. Alright, so the situation in this game right now are it's pretty settled, so I figure like now's a good time to showcase its ground attack capabilities. Looks like I don't think it's powerful enough to take care of a tank. Let's try a top-down attack if that's possible. Oh, got pretty close, but not quite. Alright, last run, I'm just gonna dump all of my rockets into the T-55. Oh, there we go. Finally. So I guess this game is one of those rare games that gets dragged out for a long time. But I guess that means I can get more time to do things. Alright, looks like our Saber teammate actually got the MiG-21. So alright, this is pretty good game. Honestly, a very long game as well. Pretty satisfying. So I would say in the end, I really liked playing with the Jaguar, and it honestly surprised me with its performance, because when I first got this plane, I saw it's not going to be great for air-to-air, but it honestly surprised me with its performance. I guess the AIM-9Gs is what really makes this plane shine. Honestly, this plane is not bad at all if you want to do some air-to-air. Like, this is definitely not a meta plane, and I don't think a lot of people even say this is a good plane, to be honest. But honestly, I think it will be pretty good. Like, it's definitely worth a try for you guys. But yeah, that's all for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one.